It was the kind of job that no one would turn down, a weekend getaway to look after an old, secluded manor. The pay was more than decent, and the place, Blackwood Manor, was picturesque, perched on a hill, surrounded by dense woods. No one lived there anymore, just some distant relatives of the owner who used it for seasonal retreats. My task was simple: keep an eye on things, make sure no vandals got in, and deal with the usual upkeep. It should have been a quiet, easy weekend. I arrived just as the sun dipped behind the horizon, the last rays of light filtering through the trees. The manor loomed ahead, dark and imposing. Its stone walls seemed to swallow up the light, casting long shadows that stretched toward me like the fingers of some unseen hand. I stepped out of my car, my boots crunching on the gravel driveway. A cold wind swept across the property, making the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. I thought about turning around, driving back into town, but the thought of the money pushed me forward. I'd regret it if I left now. The door creaked open as I approached. No one had been here in weeks, maybe months. Inside, the air was stale, thick with dust. The old grandfather clock in the hallway ticked away in the silence, the sound strangely hollow. I wandered through the grand foyer, looking around at the ornate furniture, the faded paintings on the walls. Everything looked untouched, frozen in time. That's when I first noticed it. The smell. A rancid, decaying odor that seemed to permeate the air, faint but unmistakable. I shook my head, telling myself it was just the age of the place. It wasn't uncommon for old homes to have their own unique scent. I continued on, checking the rooms one by one. The first night passed uneventfully, though I had trouble sleeping. The house was unnervingly quiet, and I kept hearing strange noises. Footsteps echoing in the halls, whispers drifting just beyond hearing. I convinced myself it was just my imagination playing tricks. But something about this place felt wrong, as though the house itself was alive, watching me. The next evening, things escalated. I was sitting in the living room, flipping through an old book I'd found in one of the dusty shelves, when I heard a faint scratching sound from upstairs. It started low at first, like something or someone dragging their fingers across the wood. I paused, listening. It was quiet for a moment. Then the sound came again, louder this time. I stood up, heart racing. Slowly, I made my way upstairs, the air growing colder the higher I climbed.